Hello, you beautiful souls, and welcome back to Mercury Minded Tarot. For those that are new here, my name is Chelsea, and I love utilizing both tarot and astrology to give you the most relevant and helpful information to you and your journeys. If at any point you like what I'm saying or the words resonate with you, maybe consider subscribing to me for more, or even liking this video so I know what to bring you guys in the future. Now, this reading is going to be covering the upcoming Valentine's Day and who is thinking about you during this time. Who has got you on the brain for Valentine's Day? Now, I did list this as 18 and older because I do talk a lot about, not a lot, but I do mention sex and physical intimacy in this reading. So if you are underage or that subject matter makes you uncomfortable, I just wanted to give you a heads up because although it's not focused on that, it does come up for some of these groups. Now, with all of that out of the way, I do want to let you guys know that I have all of the decks I'll be using listed down in the description box below, along with other relevant information like my social medias if you feel like following me elsewhere. But enough chit chat, let's get into the groups. Okay, so first things first, you guys, if you are someone who likes utilizing crystals or something else on top of the cards to help you pick, I haven't left you out. Just go ahead and fast forward a little bit and you'll see I have some goodies laid out on top to help you pick. Now, for the rest of you that don't need visual aids, the groups I have for you today are Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, and Group 4. So go ahead, take your time, do what you need to do. I'm actually going to link a video that I have somewhere on the screen here going over, how to make sure you're picking the right cards and other information about making the most of these pick a card readings. So go ahead, ask yourself who is thinking about you for this Valentine's Day? Who has you in their thoughts? Once you've decided on one of these beautiful piles, I will have all of the timestamps listed down in the description box below and also in the comment section for those of you on mobile, so you can fast forward to your group and then I will see you there. Alright, so if you needed a visual aid to help you pick, don't fret. I do have various forms of rose quartz here for you all because we are dealing with Valentine's Day and love and romance. So Group 1, you have a nice polished rose quartz. Group 2, you have a raw rose quartz. Group 3 is this adorable tumbled rose quartz cube. And Group 4 is another piece of very light rose quartz. So take your time, ask yourself who is thinking about you this Valentine's Day, who has you stuck in their brain. And once you've decided on one of these groups, I have all of the timestamps listed down below in both the description box and in the comments, so you can fast forward to your specific pile and then I will meet you there. Okay, you guys, so if you selected Group 1 or this nice polished rose quartz, let's start with my tarot cards, kind of representing who this person is. So their significator here is going to be the Knight of Cups. This card, I feel already is such a good sign. So with the Knight of Cups, it's very possible that this person could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or at least have, a lot of water influence in their natal charts. And with that in mind, this is somebody who always wants a partner. They're in love with love. They may be a serial monogamist, jumping from relationship to relationship. They don't like to be alone for the most part. The other qualities I associate with the Knight of Cups would be like artistic or musical talent or interest. This could be someone that's singing to themselves or like singing in the car or in the shower, or even on a grander scale as an actual musician or artist. They just have a lot of creative impulses. But with most water signs, because they are stereotypically and according to all the archetypes, they're moody, they're emotional. So this Knight of Cups may be someone who could be broody sometimes, but for the most part, I feel this energy is someone who's very flirty and playful and charming. And they definitely take a lot of pride in their appearance, in how they dress and their style. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull my other tarot cards to further clarify who this person is. So we have the Six of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. Now with this abundance, not really abundance, but with having two wands here, it's very possible that there could be like a fire influence in there as well, but I still predominantly feel water, especially we even have some water imagery in the Six of Swords here. But the very first thing, well, I guess not the first thing now, the second thing I'd like to point out is we have two sixes. And with that in mind, I feel like those two sixes are indicating that this person has pure intentions. But for those of you that are interested in numerology or angel numbers, if you've been seeing a lot of repetitive numbers or even 66 or 666, those numbers aren't evil, they're not bad omens. Just take it as a sign that this energy is being put into your path for a reason. I love seeing the Six of Wands here because I feel like this is saying they want to make a move, they want to charge forward. There's a sense of haste, especially when we pair this with the Eight of Wands. This is rapid, this is quickly. So if they are planning to make a move or maybe ask you out to dinner or date for Valentine's Day, whatever that move is, I see it coming very quickly. With this Victorious card here, they want to win you over. This person, Group 1, whether you're single right now or already involved with or dating this person, they are definitely interested in progressing forward and moving the relationship up into the next stages. The other thing I feel, because this Six of Swords here is my internet card, so for some of you, this can mean that maybe you met this person online or on social media, or you communicate often through social media. I'm even wondering, Group 1, these are a lot of travel cards too. So I'm curious, this is getting really specific, so I'm going to throw out my disclaimer here right away that not every message in these readings may resonate with you 100%, and that's okay. Just take the messages that do connect with you and then leave the rest for somebody else. But with that being said, Group 1, all of these travel cards, I'm wondering for some of you, this may be like a long distance relationship. And so obviously if you can't spend the day together physically in person, this all reads as like some online or texting. They're still going to try to be very present in your day, even if they can't physically be there. If you are separated by distance or whatever the case may be, but I do feel like some of you here, this is talking about a long distance relationship. Now, the other information and messages I get from the Eight of Wands here, Group 1, it's so cute. For some of you, this person is like feeling inspired to write love letters. They basically want to be like in constant communication with you. They want you to notice them. But altogether, Group 1, these read to me as someone who is so interested and invested in trying to sweep you off your feet, they can't hold it in anymore. So for those of you that are single, this is probably someone who's been around but has never come forward or admitted their feelings. But for some of you, they're just not able to hold it in anymore. Like they want to get it out. They want to express their feeling. That's why they want to write you love letters, or they want to text you or connect with you on social media more. They want to get more involved in your world. They want you to notice them. Because the Knight of Cups, this is like my puppy love kind of card. And once it gets started, I feel like this relationship is really going to take off quickly. You know, we have that speed and that rapid movement represented by the Eight of Wands. So once these feelings come out, if you're reciprocating those or you feel the same, I feel like this whole situation is just going to kind of turn into this romantic whirlwind, which is so exciting. With all of that being said, let's move on to my oracle cards, you guys. My first two that I'm going to show you, I have Advocate and I have Storyteller. Advocate here to me, especially because we have the Six of Wands, this is someone who probably has a lot of passions, or particularly a cause or an issue that they're passionate about. With the Advocate, it's like turning, what does it even say? It's like turning that compassion into action. So they are definitely someone who doesn't just talk the talk, they walk the walk as well. They put their words into action. They put their feelings into action. And with storyteller here, group 1, this is just highlighting again that creative ability here. And it also tells me that they're a good communicator. People like listening to them. Maybe they are well-traveled or adventurous or always getting into something, and so they always have some new story to tell. Additionally, okay, here we have Cancer and air. So here's my water sign. Cancer talks about strong emotional bonds. It talks about feeling safe and comfortable with one another. And it also hints at family or a sense of familiarity. So for some of you, group 1, this person can see themselves with you for like a long-term relationship. They may be able to see themselves settling down with you or getting married. Especially with the Knight of Cups, that romantic energy. This kind of reads to me as someone who might be a bit daydreamy, like they have these romantic fantasies in their head, and with you, they're finally able to act those out, or they feel comfortable enough to actually realize those dreams that they have regarding love. And with air, this I feel just corresponds so well with storyteller as far as communication abilities go. Again, they have a way with words. People want to listen to what they say. And they're just so charming. My next oracle card for us, group 1, I'll put over here. I love this deck, so I'm going to kind of be like, ooh, you see that? This is the Seas of Mintaka. I hope I'm saying that right. And it says, seeing the potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. Not only is this imagery on this card just beautiful, but the message from this is that they do see potential in you and in your connection. They see a potential that is worth pursuing and that they can make something lasting out of. Like I said, they want to win you over. They want to be victorious. They want to be involved in your world. And the Knight is coming forward here, this knight in shining armor, okay? Coming forward and giving you this message of, I see a future with you. I see a future between the two of us. And again, that message will probably be via text, via like a DM on social media, or if they're really like an old school romantic, you could even get like a handwritten love letter explaining these feelings to you, group 1. My last oracle card, I'm just going to put it over here. It says, listen with your heart. And with this card, I almost feel like this person may have dropped hints before. They may have tried to subtly let you know they were interested, but they may not have fully come out and said it. Now, of course, this is applying to my single people. If you're in a relationship with someone, clearly they've expressed their feelings for you already. But for those of you that are single, I feel like this person has dropped hints or they've tried to get your attention previously. And this card kind of asks you to take a closer look at what they were trying to say. So this is what I'm seeing for you guys here in group 1. This very romantic, very flirtatious water energy finally coming forward and acting on their thoughts and their feelings towards you. Again, if you guys are already in a committed relationship, I do see them taking this Valentine's Day and wanting to make the next big step in regards to your relationship. With Cancer here, I feel like they want to create that sense of family with you, whether that's an engagement or some sort of proposal, moving in together, or even like adopting a pet or thinking about like starting an actual family with children. Whatever that means for you, whatever stage you are at in your relationship, they're interested in taking it to the next level. And that's something that's true regardless of if you're with someone or single. This person is ready to come forward and they want to tackle that next adventure. They want to act on those thoughts and feelings they have towards you. So that is what I'm seeing here for you guys, group 1. I hope you have a beautiful Valentine's Day, and I wish you nothing but the best in all of your romantic endeavors. It was a pleasure reading for you all, and I appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me on my channel. It means a lot. So thank you, and I will see you next time. All right, if you went with group 2 or this nice little chunk of raw rose quartz, I'm going to start with the tarot cards first, and then I'll pull some oracle cards as well to further clarify. So the significator for this person who's thinking about you, this Valentine's Day group 2, they are represented by strength. So this card right off the bat, I mean, we see the lion here. There is an association with Leo here. They could very well be a Leo or other fire sign, which would include, Sagittarius or Aries. And there's also this sense of natural leadership that this person exudes. People may be naturally drawn to them and have no problem kind of following in their footsteps or letting them take the lead. This is someone incredibly passionate and strong-willed. Leo is a fixed sign, and so once they attach to something, whether that's an idea or even you as a person, they really commit themselves to that. But the other thing I want to point out with that fixed energy, I do feel like they could be someone who's rather stubborn, and they definitely like having things go their way. But I mean, above all of that and more powerfully than all of that is just this feeling I get from this person, group 2, that they are so confident and they are so self-assured. Some people might even get frustrated or not, I don't want to say turned off, but it may come across to some people as like arrogant or conceited. But truthfully, I don't feel that from this person. I just feel like they're confident. They know what they want and they're gonna go after it. And in this case, for you, group 2, I feel like that's you. They want to go after you. And there is, without a doubt, with this Leo energy here, there is a lot of physical attraction and chemistry between the two of you. Now, if you're currently dating someone like this, I'm sure I don't need to tell you about the sparks. But if you are single and not quite sure about this connection yet, or not quite sure of this person, I want to let you know, group 2, that you're going to know when you meet them, because it's almost like palpable. This sort of friction and tension, and in the good way, not in a conflicting way, but in the sense that you're drawn towards one another and there's that magnetic kind of chemistry and, like I said, those sparks. So let's go ahead and pull my other tarot cards. I'll put them out here so we can take a look at what else is going on with this person. So I have the 3 of Wands, the 4 of Wands, and the 5 of Swords. Okay. The first thing that comes to me here, I mean, I think it is cute. We have 3, 4, 5 if you're into numerology or angel numbers. If you've been seeing patterns like this, here's another one for you. But what stands out to me here, group 2, with the 4 of Wands, this could be someone that you met at a party or some sort of event. But what I feel even more strongly for some of you is that this is someone from like your hometown. If you've moved away from home already, for college or for work, whatever the reason is, this is someone that could potentially like be from your hometown or be from where you grew up. Because the 4 of Wands here, as much as it represents celebrations, for me it also represents home and like your environment and where you grow up and where you feel at home and comfortable. So this could be someone that for some of you, you meet at a party, and for others, possibly from your hometown. The other thing I want to say here with the 3 of Wands, there's a couple ways to look at this. And the first way I want to point out is that they may have been waiting on you for a while, group 2, or you may feel like you've been waiting on them. With these pick-a cards, it can get muddled whose energy is whose here. And I also want to just throw out my disclaimer while I have you that not every message you may receive in these pick-a cards is meant for you, so not everything may resonate 100%, and that's okay. Just go ahead and take what does and leave the rest for somebody else. Now, with that out of the way, someone has been waiting for a while, whether that's them or if that's you. I feel like this has been something where they've been interested, or you've been interested for a while, and you've just been like waiting for your moment and waiting for the right time. The other interpretation I could see fitting here, especially because we have the 5 of Swords. I'm wondering, with tarot, 3s can sometimes indicate third-party situations. Maybe that's what's kept them or kept you from acting in the past. Maybe they were dating someone or you were dating someone and they weren't able to. But the 5 of Swords here, I almost wonder if they didn't think you were taking them seriously, or you thought they weren't taking you seriously, because there's some sort of fear of like mind games and manipulation here. And it's strange because they're so confident, right? They're so self-assured, but this card right here tells me that for some of you, this person has been worried about making a move because they didn't know if you were serious or if there was already someone else that you were interested in, possibly more than in them. Whatever this Five of Swords is representing for you personally, this is what has kept them from making a move in the past. And for those of you that are currently dating this person, or if you're already involved with or seeing this person, they may have had fears that you weren't ready for the same type of commitment that they had in mind. Does that make sense? Like you weren't on the same levels of commitment yet. But this Valentine's Day group 2, that is changing. I feel like they're moving past whatever this situation was, and they want to try to progress the connection further. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull my oracle cards here, see what we have. So the first one I have is Healer, and the second one is Dilettante. With Healer, this person has been hurt in the past. I don't think that holds them back anymore. I feel like they've definitely, as it says on the card here, I think, yeah, they've transformed the pain into healing. They've learned from it, they've grown from it. It's not something that holds them back anymore, but it is something that they've been through. And I feel like maybe that's related to this Five of Swords. If there were games that were being played at this point in time, you know, they've recovered from that and they're ready to move on now that it feels like you're both more on the same page. And with Dilettante, this is such a happy, upbeat card. It basically says that they're able to enjoy their hobbies, enjoy their interests without trying to make a profession out of it, without trying to make money out of it, just simply creating and exploring their interests for the joy of it. My other cards here, okay. These oracle cards here, I have Taurus and Capricorn. So we have 2 earth signs. So that Leo energy still comes on strong, but for some of you, this person may also have Capricorn or Taurus influence, or both in their charts. With Taurus, I see that sensuality, you know, it's ruled by Venus. That speaks to that kind of very earthy, instinctive kind of sexuality. Again, those sparks, that chemistry between the two of you. And with Capricorn, I'm wondering, for some of you, this person could be older, or just in a position where they are more established, or may seem like they have their life together a bit more. So I always call Capricorns like my daddy card, not actually your father, but a person who's older, perhaps a bit more established. I'm also wondering with Capricorn and strength, I'm wondering if this could be like quite a public relationship. You know, for those that are currently seeing this person already, you're already involved. I don't know if you post a lot on social media, or if it's, I don't know if I want to say like famous, but a lot of people know of your relationship. It's definitely not a secret. It's not super private, I guess. I feel like others see and pay attention to your relationship. And for those that are single, this tells me that this relationship could turn into something like that, or maybe you're posting online together a lot. You know what else I'm getting here? I'm getting hit with this imagery right now, group 2, with these 2 earth signs. They may make a gesture this Valentine's Day with flowers, you know, your classic rose petals everywhere, or a bouquet, but both of these signs, it feels like gift giving. I feel like they're gonna come forward and try to gift you with something, and something big, because Capricorn, there's this sense of status, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's jewelry or pretty gemstones, you know, maybe someone's getting a diamond, or you didn't hear it from me. But with Taurus, I just, you know, they have that stereotype of enjoying food so much, so I would expect you to be receiving, you know, maybe some chocolates, maybe some baked goods, depending on if this person likes to cook or not, but definitely gifts coming your way this Valentine's from this person. Let's keep going, shall we? My next card is going to say Star, Ancestors, Hidden Secrets, Lost Wisdom. Look a little deeper. This is the message that I feel like is applicable for this group especially. Look a little deeper. I'm going to sit it right next to the Five of Swords too, because this was like the problem card here. And for those of you that are single, this person hasn't come forward yet. This card basically asks you to trust your gut, trust your intuition with this relationship. Maybe they were just seeing you hang out with other people and that's why they thought there was someone else involved, or they were seeing you out having a good time with others, and so they didn't think you had an interest in them. But this card is telling me that if you feel a connection, it's there and they're feeling it too, but they've got to get out of this Five of Swords mindset. This card, I wish I could give this card to them, like, hey, look a little deeper. Not all is what it appears to be here. There really isn't manipulation or mind games going on anymore. This person, like I said, they've probably been hurt in the past, which is why they were so ready to jump to that conclusion, but it's not the case, and we need to look a little deeper here. My last card for you guys, group 2, I'll just throw it over here on top of everything. It says, be authentic, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. I mean, I really don't know what else I can add on top of that. I feel like the message is pretty straightforward, you know? Don't stifle or filter your feelings, because I am feeling this person represented here with strength. They want to come forward. They want to be honest and candid about what they're feeling for you. And Valentine's Day is, of course, presenting them with this perfect opportunity to do so. So that is what I am seeing here for you, group 2. Again, whether you're single or already with this person, there is that raw sensuality coming through, loud and proud. And also those gifts I keep seeing, whether it's flowers, chocolates, jewelry, it's something tangible, it's something physical they want to give to you. So this is what I see here for you guys. I wish you nothing but the best this Valentine's Day and in all of your romantic endeavors. I appreciate you hanging out with me here on my channel. I love reading for you guys, and I will catch you next time. Hello, group 3, or if you selected the little rose quartz cube, let's take a look at what tarot cards I have to represent who is thinking about you this Valentine's Day. So the significator for this person is going to be the Knight of Wands. Right away, group 3, I want to say that this person is likely to be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or I'm even sensing some air energy here, which would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. They may have one or multiples of those signs featured predominantly in their birth charts. But with the Knight of Wands, we see someone with very high energy. This is someone that is go, go, go. They may be always wanting to travel or explore or to try something new. They may even be like an adrenaline junkie type of person where they want to do the extreme sports, or they like watching the extreme sports or doing things that others may consider dangerous. This is also someone I would say is probably very social and outgoing. This energy reads as more extroverted than introverted. They could be like the life of the party, so to speak. And I also feel like romantically, this is the type of person that really enjoys the chase and they like a challenge. Now, for those of you that are sitting there thinking that that may sound a bit immature, I mean, this is a knight, okay? This isn't a queen or a king, so this is someone who doesn't have, all of their shit quite together just yet, but they're on the way. I.e., yes, there could be some immaturity with this person. Now, on top of that, they may be interested in chasing or pursuing you, because with this Wands energy here, they are physically and sexually very attracted to you. That physical chemistry is so high with this card. And they are someone that is definitely down for a fun time. They want to enjoy themselves. They could even be someone that's a bit impulsive. They definitely live in the moment. This person, I wouldn't expect them to have like their whole life plan figured out. This is someone who goes day to day, almost following their desires, following what makes them happy and what stands out to them. You may also see this person, group 3, as someone who could be a bit competitive, but more than anything, I just feel this confidence from the Knight of Wands. So let's go ahead and look at my other tarot cards to further kind of describe who this person is. So, okay, we have the Ten of Cups, we have the Ace of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. So here's that air energy with all of the swords there. And basically what I'm seeing for Valentine's Day with this person, they are waiting for the perfect moment, which sounds so strange because Typically, this is someone who just jumps in. They may not think things all the way through. They just see what they want and they're going to go after it. But with you, they are waiting for that opportune moment to make their move. It's almost, they're limiting themselves, or they're holding themselves back. They're trying to like rein in their enthusiasm almost. They may even try to come off as like nonchalant or non-interested. And this is of course for my single people here. For those that are already in a relationship, I'll touch on this again, but for those that are single, this person who is typically so exuberant and so upfront with their feelings and intentions, with you, it's almost like they're trying to pretend they're not. Like they're trying to be very low key about it, but in reality, they are just trying to create this almost idealized moment or situation to come forward with their feelings. Because with the 10 of Cups, I mean, this is your happily ever after. And for those of you that are already dating someone like this, or you're involved with someone like this is how I see the two of you together, right? You feel emotionally content and fulfilled with one another. And that is true for my single folks as well. They feel like they can talk to you. They feel like you understand them on this mental, intellectual level, but on top of that, there's that emotional connection here represented with the 10 of Cups. But it's so interesting to see this confident energy be kind of restrained. Something about you makes them nervous. Something about you has got them second guessing themselves. Like their usual confidence, their usual upfront and lively attitude is just not, I don't know if they feel like it's not working with you or that it's too much for you. I'm almost wondering if they're scared of messing it up with you. Group 3. I want to throw this out there for someone because I feel like someone needs to hear it. This person probably has a reputation of being a player. For some of you, you may know this person is like always, I don't want to say always sleeping around, but they're just very flirty and very sexual. But with you, it's like they want to slow it down. They want to take it more serious, and that makes them nervous. Like they're unsure of how to act. Like they've never really been in this situation before. And they are wanting Valentine's Day to go perfect. And you know, this card being one that's associated with like settling down and finally having that domestic bliss. I don't know, again, because this is a knight and not a queen or a king, for some of you, I feel like maybe they're scared you'll want to settle down right away, but they have a lot of questions going on in their mind, Group 3. They are so unsure of how to proceed, but they know they want you. And they know that no one's made them feel like this. Interesting. I'm going to go ahead and pull some of my oracle cards here. Let's see, I have Prince. Okay, so you're Prince or Princess Charming, whichever. And then I also have the Midas Miser. So with these, for a lot of you, again, not everyone, because I might as well throw out my disclaimer now that not every message may be meant for you in these readings. And it's important to just take what does resonate and then leave the rest for somebody else. Now, with that being said, for a lot of you, this person is, like I said, probably a smooth talker, but they're definitely romantic at heart and they're very charismatic. And then here with the Midas Miser card, it's like being able to see the potential in things. And here we have the Ace, that's just raw potential as well. So this person does see that there could be a future with you. And for someone who's maybe had a past as a player or someone who doesn't often commit to others, this might be intimidating to them, which is why they're holding themselves back. But they do see a future and a possibility here with you. Look, my other two, oh my gosh. So here's my other two oracle cards. I have Leo and Aries. Like I said, those fire signs. Here is that energy that's interested in the challenge, interested in the chase. It's almost, for some of you, this person almost has like tunnel vision, where once they find something they're interested in or find someone or something that they want, they're not going to give it up. And with both of these comes, again, that strong sexuality, that passion, that intimacy, that sexual connection, and that strong desire to get with you. Leo, in fact, rules over sex. And I think I actually just read something the other day talking about how Leo rules over sex because, generally speaking, it's something that's very one-on-one, and thus you're getting all of the attention from that partner, or you're giving all of your attention to them, and that's what Leo lives off of, is that type of intimate attention. So there's definitely sparks, that chemistry. It's probably almost like tangible, that kind of tension between the two of you. Now, my other oracle card here, group 3, is going to say child of the cosmos. And with this card, it basically is talking about how this person is incredibly self-reliant, self-sufficient. As I've said in the past, they may have had quick relationships or quick encounters, but largely they were probably very independent. For some of you, especially that are single, this person may not have a lot of experience with commitment. Now, of course, if you're already involved with this person, if you're already dating them or committed to them, clearly that's not the case anymore. But that's still kind of a part of who they are. That independence is so strong with this person. And let's just look at the imagery here for a second, group 3, especially down here with these cards. We have someone holding flowers. Hello, total Valentine's Day move. You may be getting flowers from this person or other gifts, because there's this exchange of money happening with the Midas and Miser. So, Leo energy isn't afraid to spoil the one they love. So whether you're single or already with this person, I would not be surprised if you received some sort of gift from this person along with declaration of their intentions. Now, my last card, group 3, is going to be here, and it says, do something for someone, give your attention to another. What was I just saying about attention? So this is basically, I feel like acts of service or gift giving, maybe their love language, and I do feel like this person is planning some sort of like grand gesture. And this may be especially true if you're already committed to them. Maybe they want to take things to the next step this Valentine's Day. If that's an engagement, moving in together, whatever that may be, there is some sort of big gesture they have planned here for Valentine's Day. They are definitely planning to take some sort of action. I don't see, some of the other groups, it was all about declarations of love and coming forward and being emotional. But for this, I feel like it's maybe giving you a gift and wanting, I can't ignore it, wanting that intimate physical connection with you. For some of you, I feel, have you turned this person down in the past? Or maybe you haven't, or maybe you just seem like such a challenge to this person, which adds to the intrigue. But this person definitely has intentions of spoiling you, for some of you, and wanting to be physical. That fire, you guys, there's so much fire here. Their desire and that passion is so prevalent here. All right, so that is what I'm seeing. I, of course, wish you a very happy Valentine's Day, and I wish you success in all of your romantic endeavors, whatever they may be. I appreciate you guys taking the time to hang out with me on my channel. I love reading for you all, and I will catch you next time. All right, so if you went with group 4 or this really pale raw rose quartz piece, I'm going to first go over the tarot cards that I have for this person that has you on the brain, and I also have oracle cards that I'll pull in a little bit to further clarify anything for us. So to represent this individual, I have pulled the Wheel of Fortune, you guys. Let's get into this. Who is this person? So the Wheel of Fortune rules over Jupiter, and astrologically, Jupiter rules over Sagittarius and Pisces, so I would not be surprised if this person had either or maybe even both of those signs featured in their birth charts. There is something that's a bit compelling about this person. They may feel a bit mysterious to you. I mean, look at this cloak. You can't quite see who they are. It's like there's always a part of them that they may keep hidden, and they just feel like this old soul. And if you are someone that's a Pisces or even a Sagittarius, I'm sure that's something you hear quite often about yourself, that you have this old soul feel, and that's exactly what's happening with this person here. They may appear as distant or hard to really get close to, I feel like for the most part they're so friendly and social, but again, there's that part of them that not everyone gets to see, or that not everyone quite understands. It's like they're there, but you can't get too deep, or they don't often let people get too deep with them. With Jupiter ruling this card, they are probably someone who's very, very intelligent and very studious. Even if maybe they don't or didn't do well in school, like traditionally, they still have a love for learning. And for some of them, it's almost like they feel like education can come in different forms besides just college, but that's veering off track. I gotta pull it back in. They're also incredibly forgiving and understanding. Now, my favorite part about Jupiter and Jupiter influenced signs is the sense of humor that comes with it. This person likes making others laugh. You may even catch them like laughing at themselves or giggling to themselves. They might find themselves hilarious. And I also feel like they probably talk to themselves a lot. They're just this very light-hearted, kind of bubbly side to them that I feel gets expressed the most. Does that make sense? You may see this giggly, bubbly, intelligent side to them more than you see what's behind this cloak. Because again, not a lot of people get to see what's being kind of shrouded here. The other thing that comes with Jupiter influence is this sense of being perpetually lucky. Even if this person is like a Sagittarius and they're a risk taker or have impulsive tendencies, they probably don't get in trouble. This is the person who speeds constantly but hasn't gotten a ticket, or they're always finding money on the street or in their clothes. Luck just always seems to favor this person. Additionally, I feel like they probably have a connection to animals or small children. This person may have a lot of pets. I mean, we see several different animals on this card, or they could be good with, like I said, babies or other young children. There's just that lightheartedness that makes them so easy to approach. And the last thing I'm gonna say here, because I did mention Sagittarius and Pisces, they are both mutable signs, and what we associate with mutable energy is that adaptability or receptivity, I can't say that word, but basically this person, I feel like they may not have a set style, or even if they do, they could pull off any style, any haircut, any color. They're just able to change themselves and mold themselves, and they can probably fit in with any crowd. They're just able to get along with pretty much anyone. So that is who I'm seeing here. I'm gonna get out my other tarot cards to further talk about this person. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Okay. Group 4, how do I say this? Valentine's Day, you may have a intimate sexual encounter with this person. That is what I'm seeing here, especially Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. This is fire, this is water. Together, you get a lot of steam. So this is something passionate. I mean, this cup is overflowing. This is the desire, this is the passion, this is the attraction. It is overflowing. And sometimes when it's overflowing like this, it can also be overwhelming. And that's something that I feel like might be happening with this connection. Hopefully, you know, when I look at my oracle cards, they'll clear that up for me. But you are so magnetically drawn together that it might even be like, whoa. Like I said, overwhelming or intimidating. Just how strong you've developed feelings for this person, how quickly they developed, or if you're already involved with this person, whether you're dating them or in a serious committed relationship with them, it may be surprising like how quickly it came on or how powerfully you're attached to this person. Now, for those that are single, I have to point this out. Oh, there's so many things that are coming to me. I gotta figure out which to do first. Nine of Pentacles is my single card. I mean, she's on her own here. She's doing fine. This is like my single, flirty, and thriving card here where, you know, she don't need no man. She's fine on her own. So for some of you, if you're single, this encounter might be where this connection ends. Maybe you just have something that's physical, but you don't actually want a commitment with this person, you don't want like a long-term commitment, or even some of you, it may be like you're not interested in monogamy or like settling down just yet. There's a lot coming here, but for some of you, this relationship may stay in the physical, sexual realm for whatever reason. Maybe you don't want to commit, they don't want to, but this passion, this physical and sexual draw you have towards one another is not going to be ignored. And I see Valentine's Day kind of being the spark that's going to ignite this for the two of you. Now, this is the big thing. So if you've made it this far, congratulations. This is what is just striking me so powerfully right now. And I want to throw this out there because I don't want to scare anyone. Not every message in these readings will be meant for you. It's important to take what resonates and then leave the rest for somebody else. But with that being said, if you've watched my readings in the past, you know I hesitate talking about pregnancy and children. But please, if you are not ready for pregnancy or children in your life, and you are thinking about this sexual encounter, use protection. I have basically 3 for sure, and personally 4 conception pregnancy cards here. The 9 of Pentacles, all right? 9 is the end of the cycle, right? In numerology, 9 is the completion of a cycle. It's also how many months a woman is pregnant for, 9 months. This card is ruled by Venus. Venus is associated with abundance and fertility. The Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, these together, fertility. This is 100% a conception card. And when we have the 9 of Pentacles with these, and the Wheel of Fortune is basically a big opportunity if we want to look at the bigger picture here. So please, if you are not ready for children, take the necessary precautions this Valentine's Day, because there is this steamy encounter that I see coming your way. And it's going to be very hard for you two to resist each other. I mean, that desire for one another, again, is overflowing out of this cup. So with that being said, that was heavy, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at my oracle cards. So I have the Knight, how fitting, Knight in shining armor, and I also have Detective. So let's talk about these. With the Knight, of course, we have romance even written on the card. They are romantic. You know, we see chivalry, a love of honor. They may be kind of old school for some of you, especially like if you're already involved with this person, if you're committed to this person, you might really be able to notice that about them. You know, if they're pulling out chairs for you, opening or closing doors, making sure you walk on the part of the sidewalk that's away from the road, whatever it is, there's just this like old school feel to them, this old school romantic. And with Detective, we see that they're also intuitive, they're perceptive, they're good at reading body language, and also really good at reading in between the lines. And I think that might be shared by both of you, and you're both like picking up on each other's energy, and that's what makes this connection so fun, is that you're both kind of sensing the heat between the two of you, and it can't be ignored. Now, my other cards here, I have Virgo, and would you look at that? I just mentioned Venus. Here we have Venus again. So, like I said, fertility, nurturing, that energy is so prevalent here. We also, of course, Venus is associated with love and romance. Just a beautiful card to get for a Valentine's Day reading. And with the Virgo energy, that's first of all another mutable sign. We talked about Sagittarius and Pisces. The other mutable signs would be Virgo and Gemini. So this person might be a very mutably ruled individual. And just my own little 2 cents here, Virgo is such a detail-oriented, organized planner type of sign that may be your hint to bring the condoms or whatever you need for your Valentine's Day night. The other message I'd like to point out with Virgo being here, you guys, is just that not only do I associate Virgo energy with like the acts of service, love language. This is gonna be applying more, I think, to those who are already in a committed type of relationship with this person, but it's like they want to take care of you. The Nine of Pentacles with the Virgo energy, I'm pretty sure this card is even like, if we get ruled down to the nitty gritty, it might be ruled or associated with Virgo Venus specifically, which is a bit eerie. I'll have to like look back on that, and maybe I'll put a comment in the description box below for you guys. But it's like this Valentine's Day, they want to nurture that connection. They want to nurture and further develop this abundant and successful future here with you. Now my other oracle cards. Oh boy. So here I have I Remember. It says soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. I'll put that over here with this card. Yes, it is beautiful. But for some of you, you may feel like maybe you've known this person before. There's that instant sense of familiarity and comfort with one another. Like the word here says, I remember. It's like this connection may exceed the bounds of just this lifetime for some of you. The other message I want to point out with I Remember, the soul plan versus the fated plan. I'm actually going to read from the Oracle book because this is going to put the words together better than I could. We live in a world of free will, and therefore these moments become our destiny only through saying yes. The fated life is the one we were born into. The destiny life is the one our soul chooses, and it takes courage and faith. So I think that is talking about this relationship and whether or not, for my single people, if you want to commit to this or not. It's that fated versus destiny. Do you want to say yes to this? I do feel like they were put onto your path for a purpose, but you can always choose to just keep it physical if that's all you're wanting or all you're ready for right now. Free will is 100% alive and well, and that's applying here. All right, my last oracle card is going to say demonstrate love. It says find out what is important to those you love and act on it. So, I think that says everything there is. For Valentine's Day, you can expect these demonstrations of love from this person. They may find what you like. They're paying attention to the details, paying attention to what you like, the things you enjoy, what's important to you, and providing those for you, giving those to you. Especially for those of you that are in a committed relationship with this person, maybe they take you out to your favorite restaurant. If there's something you've been mentioning or hinting at, wanting, like a book or or a piece of art or even a tarot deck or a crystal, whatever it is that you've been interested in, this person is paying attention and they want to give that to you for Valentine's Day. So no matter if you're single or in a relationship, this person is paying attention to the details and they want to make you happy for Valentine's Day. So that is what I am seeing here, you guys, and I wish you nothing but the best for Valentine's Day and with all of your romantic endeavors in the future. I appreciate you guys taking the time to hang out with me on my channel, and I will catch you next time. Is this on? I choked myself with it. Happy Valentine's. Just what the doctor ordered. My gosh, sometimes just like staring into that flame, into the candle, it is like so soothing. I need to try that divination by candle because sometimes like this one's really jumping a lot. Sorry, my cat's tweaking out. Monkey! You're crazy! You're crazy! Fix my daggone microphone. You silly son of a gun. Quit going down my shirt.